Hey gang, David Henry from Inspired Tennis. Thanks for checking in. Got a video tonight I want to talk about saving time when stringing. So this is one of those videos that I do that is kind of a tip for the stringers. A lot of times I do videos that are for both players and stringers, or sometimes players only, or sometimes stringers only. Well, this is one for the stringers. So, but if you're a player, hey, pay attention anyway, you may learn something. But a couple weeks ago I put out a video about saving time when you're stringing, okay? Because I always stress quality over speed, but if you can do a high quality string job and also do it very quickly, then that's the best of both worlds. Because if you're stringing for a business, time is money, and the more rackets you can crank out in a period of time, the better that is for your profitability, okay? So it's important to do, again, always focus on quality first, but then once you've got that quality down, to focus on things you can do to speed up the stringing process. And a couple of weeks ago I did a video about quickly measuring out lengths of string by using your arms, your wingspan, the lengths of your arm to measure it. And then today I want to talk about another one of kind of being prepared to string, okay? I string a lot of hybrids for my clients, and I also string from sets a lot as opposed to reels. I happen to live about 25 minutes away from one of the largest United States' largest tennis online retailers, Midwest Sports, so it's pretty easy for me to just drive down there and get whatever string I want for my clients. So I'm able to offer a wide variety of strings to my clients. I'm able to recommend a wide variety of strings, and because of that I buy a lot of sets. And so when I'm stringing hybrids, then obviously in a set I'll buy a set of 40 feet, and then maybe I'll use 20, 21, you know, whatever, maybe sometimes 22 feet for the mains and maybe something shorter for the crosses. But anyway, when I'm done stringing the hybrid, I've got about a half a set of string left over, okay? But the point is, it's not always a half set. It's not always equal 20 and 20. And that was really frustrating to me at first when I started stringing a lot of hybrids, because I would have these partial sets of string, and when I was ready to use that same string in another hybrid, I didn't know what the length of the string was. I didn't know if it was 18 feet, 19 feet, 20 feet. I didn't know what I had left. So I had to uncoil it, and then I had to measure it out, and it was just wasting a lot of time, okay? So a really simple thing that I do now, a real simple tip to ease my frustration and then also to really speed up the entire stringing process for me, is that you can see here I've got some Wilson NXT Tour 17 gauge, and I've got 18 feet of it here, okay? So when I'm done stringing a hybrid job, I was left with 18 feet. It's a little over 18, but I just round down when I write this to the next lowest level of foot. And so I coil it up, I tape it up to hold the coil in place, and then I put a little label or a little tag on here on the string that tells me the brand, the type of string, the gauge, and then what length is left, how much I have left. And then I put it back here on my little stringing board on my wall. And so the next time that I need to string a job with NXT Tour, I just go and can come here and quickly grab it and know that, hey, it's NXT Tour 17, okay, that's what I need for the string job that I'm doing. And then I can look and say, hey, I have 18 feet left, and then I can determine a lot of times, you know, if this is going to be enough string for either mains or crosses. And if so, I'm good to go. I can uncoil it and start stringing. If not, I'll leave it here for maybe another time, okay? And again, it's real simple what I do. I've got this Babolat Pro Hurricane Tour 16 gauge here that I've already coiled up, and then I've taped it up to hold the coil in place. And then I'll walk up here to the camera, hopefully you can see this. I just got a little piece of paper, so I mean it's just real simple. I just grabbed some paper off the printer. We happen to have some orange peach color paper on our printer tonight. And so I grab this, I write on there Babolat PHT, 16 gauge, and 18 feet, okay? So I write all my information down, and then, pretty basic, pretty simplistic, but it does the job. What I do is I take this little label that I've created, I wrap it around the strings, grab my stapler, watch my fingers, staple it up there, and then put it here on my wall. So again, I've got 3 half sets right here, all coiled up, taped up, and labeled. So when next time I need to use one of those strings, I'll go right there, grab it, read what's on there, and I'll be good to go. Okay, so you know, being prepared like that saves me a lot of time the next time I need to do a job, so I don't have to measure out the string and try to play guesswork and figure out how much there. Being precise as possible really helps me out, keeps things organized, and keeps things moving along at a better pace when it's time to string. So that is all I have for tonight, gang. Visit my blog at www.inspired-tennis.com. Leave me a comment, reach out to me via email. If you're watching this on YouTube, send me a message, leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, and we'll go from there. Thanks for checking in.